Welcome to EXP Lore Cyber podcast, which is essentially the lore of experienced explorers and exploiters of today. Arsen Dmytriiev is a fantastic example of terrific professionalism and humility. Listen, I remember him being in this industry for at least 15 years when we hacked and cracked code of games together, and look, Arsen advances gaming industry and I advance hacking and cracking things. For the last 6 years, he got super intense non-stop mobile game development experience. He did it through war in Ukraine with many adventures, and his experience is invaluable, especially as their company was recently hacked. And Arsen doesn't mind sharing some details about that. Enjoy! Hi Arsen.
Hi Sam.
I'm thinking about mobile device cybersecurity, and somehow I see that people use these devices with almost having no control on them. They do not have firewalls, they do not have side loading, and they're still pretty much happy with these devices. How could that happen? And is this convenient for a mobile developer? But first of all, how is it? How could this happen?
For users, actually, this is not a trouble. This is trouble only for developers. And modern mobile on Android, you can also use like a PC. You can connect a keyboard, mouse, and monitor for your mobile device and use it like a PC.
Oh, that's a nice hack. Nice hack. You take your device, you connect with what kind of HDMI cable, right? Or whatever to the monitor?
Type-C.
Type-C, And can you do this with older devices as well?
No, only with modern.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about all on Android, but on Samsung you can do this.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting because speaking of older devices and new devices, how will this evolve? Can you connect your device to computer and use it freely, just like computer? But you still need a computer for that, right? But from another perspective, how vulnerable this will be, and especially speaking of old devices, how vulnerable it will be. But all devices are already pretty much vulnerable. If thinking about this deeper, I frankly don't see reasoning for vendors to patch old devices. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, from business perspective, you got old devices, you got new devices. You want to push your new devices as a vendor of your devices. Why to patch old devices if it helps you to sell more expensive devices? Just doesn't make sense to me.
Actually, for me as a developer, we must support old version, but not everyone, because sometimes some of company require the minimum version of Android or iOS. For application, or government can require minimal version of Android or iOS, and actually on Android it's big trouble because all companies who use as Android, they have a different iron and soft, and this is a big trouble sometimes, because, for example, on Samsung they have a different input system, and sometimes this Samsung working Samsung not the same like another Android, and this can be a trouble because your application don't work on Samsung but work on another Android, and you can catch this only on production.
Makes sense. Makes sense. The fragmentation of devices leads to the situation that you need to test on a lot of devices. But maybe there are some specific frameworks. I heard there is Unity to code it once on Unity, and then it works everywhere magically.
This game engine for every any platform you can write on PC, Mac, iOS, Android, Xbox, WebGL, and Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you write one time and you can run your application on any platform. And
that's very interesting.
Yes, it's cheapest way to. You need just one team for 3 applications. For example, you can create a mobile game for Android, iOS, and Amazon, and you just need a one application, one team with one project, and you get 3 applications for iOS, Android, and Amazon.
Yeah, Unity probably has a lot of intermediate layer, how it processes your code, right?
Yeah, for me as a developer, I use only C# code, and when I press button build for building application from the project, Unity translate my C# code in EL code and translate EL code in C++ code, and this C++ code can run everywhere.
Okay, but it's different C++. You write the same C# code everywhere, but Unity will translate and make different C++ code for Android, for iOS, for whatever, right?
Yeah, Unity use libraries for Android and also libraries for iOS and other platforms. But actually on iOS, Unity create a special folder for Xcode, and final step for building for iOS is Xcode.
Absolutely. Well, of course, if you build on for Apple ecosystem, you need Apple everything. You need Apple computer, you need Apple devices, you need Apple subscription, you need Apple everything to build for Apple. That's understandable. But and you need Apple vulnerabilities to consider, because we also have a lot of vulnerabilities there and a lot of special processes. By any chance, on many of your projects that you've seen for so many years of working in this industry, did you ever have a chance to go through cybersecurity processes, to go through somebody actually trying to hack your systems?
Yes. This one case in the past, a hacker catch the traffic from application to server and change values, and this was a trouble because project is casino, and when the user change a wager, and yes, and
that
he
affects the whole system. If you change the wager, he can affect everybody in the casino, right? All the games in the casino.
Yeah. And he can take special games. For example, in one slot, special games depends from wager. If you take put more wager, you can open the mini games in slot, and this user can do this cheat and use something they can't use without hacks. And on client sides, this is we don't check this. We find this hack on backend side, because a user use wager much more than balance.
Okay.
Yes, this is impossible actually. And client actually no, I repeat myself. Client don't check this, and user can't use special mini games. But on the server side reject everything. This was a hot fix in one day.
Okay, do you know how much money did you lose at that time?
No, management don't say about it.
They didn't. Well, do you think they were nervous at that time a little bit, or how did they go calm through it, like real leadership, or?
A little bit nervous, yeah. But it was a hot fix.
You did it like one day to fix everything?
Yes.
Yeah, from what you say, you got information about this hacker by inspecting the logs. Who did that? How did you understand it, or somebody from your team, to understand that you need to check the logs at that day?
When because logs have type. For example, it can be exception, warning, or trouble. And you can separate your logs for types, and actually
you check the high priority things, and you always check the high priority things in your workplace.
Yes, first of all, check. Yeah. First of all, check high priority. Then warning actually is like a trash. No one wanna fix the warnings, only exceptions.
Well, that's true. That's true. But I mean, you're saying you fix it on the back end, right? Because you've seen this on the back end, you fixed it on the back end, you didn't implement anything, or your team didn't implement it on the client side. And this is something that I also see in production environment of many companies. Many companies, first of all, care about their own cybersecurity, and some companies don't care about their client's security at all. So, I mean, many people don't fix the bugs on the client side. Many people don't do database encryption on the client side, and so on and so forth. What do you think? And the reason why I ask is you're telling me in this about this bug that like you fix it one day, right? But I mean, it only start matter when it goes to backend.
Actually, we fix this bug on backend and also on client side.
Oh, that's very responsible from you.
Yeah.
But many people, I mean, some companies do abuse their privileges, so they're not only don't care about cybersecurity of their clients, but they actually abuse the fact that the clients are not protected. So they track them to get their data, pretty much a lot of data they take. What do you think about such approach? Do you do the same thing? Are your companies often do the same aggressive data gathering or not?
You can yes, you can secure and check everything, but you waste your time or electricity, because you can check something on client side if it's not if it's not about secure, because nobody want a slow application. If you can't check on client side and save something on client side, for example cookies, it's better way to use the cookies than use server API, and because it's take a time to create a request and take a response, sometimes it's like 0.02 second. And if it will be a lot of requests for server, application will work slowly, and for users it's better experience. And if user take a bad experience, they don't like application.
Yeah, they want it actually. They want it to be processed on the client side because it's effective for them. They prefer performance more than they like security. That's it. But how about analytical part? I mean, sometimes I see that companies gather much more data from the client side than they need. Do you think this is the healthy approach to it?
Companies should track a lot of data because if you want to understand your clients, this is easier way than take information from support.
Oh yeah, I imagine every time you give a survey to people, like, what do you think about our new feature? Who will do that? This will take a lot of efforts to people. Compared to them, you just look at them, what they do. That's absolutely justified, I think.
Yeah. For example, your application can contains a couple of features, and after you take and check analytics from application, you can understand what clients likes and don't likes. And if clients like this, you can develop this feature and upgrade this feature for take more money from clients.
Well, that makes sense actually. We all of us want to do our job good. We don't want to do it bad, so we need to know what works and what's not.
Actually, don't worry about this because the government now is add new rules and regulation. For example, GDPR and CCPA.
But I'm not sure if this works actually, because one thing is to regulate it, another thing is to actually do actions based on this. Did you ever have any experience with this?
Actually, it works because the penalties if you don't do this, it's very big actually from Europe Union, and no one won't take this penalty. It can be $1 million or more, and actually because we say about client information,
personal data.
Yeah,
but everybody wants. You don't want to give your personal data to competitors. That's understandable. But I mean, real power, real responsibility are always been in vendors. Because governments move this topic very slowly. It's first of all the ecosystem evolutionized. The heuristics to catch malware and so on and so forth in a Play Store and Apple Store. But still, it's people who develop it, the vendors. They do change. Do invent a real change. But from another perspective, it's a symbiosis, right? So the government works with vendors, smaller vendors work with bigger vendors. They all work all together in one big system, or as many big systems that are connected to one big system.
Because world changes and rules change. And soft change, everything is change, and also government must change rules for the developers and business.
Oh, absolutely, but they just do on the different speed, because business is called to be fast, to adopt change real fast, but this change is not permanent. But for a government, and that's a big system, that every change is more of like permanent. Every change is being here for a long time. So they work a little bit asynchronously right now. But I think at some point in time in the future they will meet the expectations, and it will be the place where we will have all the tools we need to be secure and productive. We still have them right now. It's just not much regulated. It's more like, Wild West economy and Wild West, cybersecurity. At some point, it's going to be much more regulated, and it's not bad. I mean, I'm going outside. I'm glad to see that not much people with guns could do some strange thing to me, comparing to what was it during the Wild West times. Same thing in cybersecurity. I want to be sure that if I open my new shiny system, nobody will try to find and exploit it, or even if somebody will do this, it will be still have some protection. Maybe in future that's what we will see. Right now, at this point, everybody is responsible for their own defensive measures, and it's not bad. It's good for us, cybersecurity specialists, and for developers. Thank you, Arsen. It was really nice talking to you. We learned a lot, and thank you for sharing so much from your vision and experience.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Arsen, for your perspective. Mobile devices, by default, give much less freedom to end users. But if users really want to take control, they still can do it and use devices much like personal computers. These devices age much faster and have structural diversity, so many vulnerabilities come from here, bringing damage. As an example, the vulnerability was exploited in a system that was led by our guest Arsen Dmytriiev, but he and his team handled it in a day. Yes, some people might not like mobile development teams because these teams gather a lot of data, but this data is crucially important to know what people need. As we discussed, it's better to seamlessly gather this information compared to asking people for a survey every time. We hope this information will be secure, thanks to governments for the regulations, thanks to big tech for building healthy ecosystems, thanks to vigilant development teams who care for both system productivity and security.